so I'm going to give it to you anyway. Your dad and I have been together practically our whole lives. But, and I know you don't remember this, the three of us started our family in California. And our first address was 402 Guadalcanal Road. The reason it was named that is because the homes had been built in 1947, right after World War II. So all of the streets in our little neighborhood was named after different World War II battles. It was the worst dump in the world, but we made it our home, and we loved it, and we were so happy there together. Travis had some Marine friends, and when I first met Mike, he said, "Man, you really are something special." And I was like, "Well, why? What do you mean?" And he was like, "Before you got out here to California, and you guys weren't even married yet, we would say, 'Hey, Travis, let's go to the NCO club, and, let's go have a good time.' And Travis would say, 'Well, I was going to write a letter to Carol, so y'all guys just go ahead. I'll be fine.' And Mike would say, 'Travis, do you realize you are the only one of us who is not married yet, and you are the only one who is not going out to the club.' And after I got out there, one of the wives of Mike, Tisa, made up this rule for Mike and said, 'You can only go out to the club if Travis is going too.' And I asked her, 'Why did you make up this rule?' And she said, 'Because I know if Travis is there, there will be no fooling around with other women.' So, unfortunately, none of our friends from back then are still married other than us. Then I was diagnosed with MS when I was 28. And most marriages don't make it through the stress and uncertainty of this illness. Most people, if they are married, they met after the diagnosis, not before the diagnosis, because, there's no cure and there's a lifetime of possibility of disability for me, which I have no choice. I have to live with that. He certainly had a choice, and he's chosen to live with it. He has been my constant rescuer and guide, and has the strong arm to lift me up and catch me when I fall, which is quite a lot. Tisa, I think that the best lessons that Travis ever taught Matt are these. And it wasn't things that he told Matt, because Travis is not a big talker. He is the best example of how to be a man that I know. I guess my final advice to y'all is that when trouble shows up, which it always does, just turn to each other. But from what has happened earlier already for you guys, I think y'all have already learned that lesson. And you know what? He has been the best knight in shining armor for me. And I think Matt is probably the second best knight in shining armor. And I am more than happy to turn him over to you. God bless, and I know y'all will be very happy.
Well, first off, I want to thank God for allowing all of us to be here to celebrate this special moment. And Matt, I just want you to know that I'm so fortunate to have you as my best friend, and it's an extreme honor to be your best man. And I just want to give you the best of luck to you and Tisa as you begin this journey of marriage. I love you, brother.
Cheers.
Matt, you've always been my protector. From any trouble that comes my way, I know I can turn to you. And growing up, I've always wanted a little sister that I could be the same for. But I'll tell you, now I'm glad I have a big sister that I can turn to. I welcome you to our family, and I'm more than happy that you're going to be looking after Matt too. So thank you for coming to us.
So good, huh?
It's tough. You've come a long way. And I had out sometimes and become a fine man. And I'm extremely proud of you. I had written down what I was going to say, but it didn't seem right to read something for me. And Tisa, I see the joy you bring to him. It makes me so happy. When he looks at you, it reminds me when I looked at her when we first got married. And I wish you two the very best in life. If you have any problem, never turn away from God. Pray for each other. Always agree on finances. Never go to bed mad. Just hold on to each other.